Hello, welcome to my haul video for East Anglia Yarn Festival. I feel like I've got quite a lot to show you, so I thought I'd do a separate video in case people aren't really that interested in seeing sort of what I've purchased, but I've got some exciting projects to start. So on the first day I only actually purchased two things, I think. So I purchased a sock tube from Ducky Darlings. Really excuse the crunching because we've got it in a little plastic case, but isn't that colourway gorgeous? I absolutely loved it, and I actually saw this colourway. Hayley had cranked and showed a picture on Instagram, and I was thinking, yes, I need that. So I was thinking the whole time before I even got to the show that I needed this sock tube, but I managed to get it, so I was so pleased. Absolutely gorgeous. So that's 100-gram sock tube, and she knits it on her circular sock machine, and it's a 72 stitches one, but I think that'll fit me perfectly. Obviously the tension's not the same as if I was knitting a 72 stitch by hand, and it looks like a good size for my foot. So I will let you know how I get on with that. I'm either going to split it into two pairs of socks like I do normally with a sock tube when I knit a sock tube myself, and I've got a video tutorial for that, but actually Hayley has got a little handout that she can give you if you do buy one of these sock tubes from one of her stalls or on our online shop. So you do get some instructions, but I have a YouTube video if you need some help as well. So that is going to be gorgeous. I'm going to leave it in its packet because it looks so nice in there. So that one. And I also bought some stick and stitch motifs, which I actually had a few of these for Christmas from my friend who is a non-crafty person. So I've purchased some more in the hopes that I'll do even more because they are gorgeous. So basically they're like stickers. Stick them on a piece of fabric or some knitting, stitch using the guideline lines, and then once you've done that you can actually immerse it in water and the actual paper dissolves. So it's a lovely way of being able to transfer our design onto fabric to embroider. So I bought some more of those, and I bought it from 7 Magpie Studio. Her details are here, and that was her card. Isn't that gorgeous? Just relaxing, sitting and knitting. So that's 7 Magpie Studio, and her address is on there. What I will do actually is if I leave a link to the East Anglia Yarn Festival website, there is links to all the vendors there. So if I mention anything, it'll be on that website list, and everything, all the links will be together. So I did have an idea of knitting a little t-shirt, but having sort of 3 colours, one from 3 different vendors, so that I could have a t-shirt that I could knit up for next year, and then have a sort of East Anglia Yarn Festival personal t-shirt to me to wear for next year's show. But I don't know, I wanted another colour to go in between these 3 really. So I've got, this one is Proud Maisie from Pigment and Ply, and that's on a fingering weight yarn merino, but it's on like a high twist base, 75% superwash merino and 25% fingering. That's 420 meters per 100 grams. And then the next one that I thought went with that really well is from Castleview Yarns, and that's just Castle Colours number 70. I don't think it has a name unless I'm reading the label incorrectly, but it's on her soft sock base, which is 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon. So I thought those went together really well, so I'm definitely going to put those 2 together, I think. I bought this one as well, and this one's from Pixie Yarn. That's called Shale, and that's on a superwash merino to 75% and nylon 25%. And I was going to get one in between, but I ran out of time, so I wasn't able to sort of fill that gap in. So I think I might do the t-shirt in these 2, because I think actually I'll probably be able to get away with a really short sleeve t-shirt with 200-gram skeins. So I think I'm going to use those 2 together, and I was thinking I could pop this one with a nice grey shade and maybe knit either a t-shirt or a shawl with this one. I saw it and I just thought I had to have that one as well. And I do have another Pixie yarn as well, which is this lovely bright one, and this is the show special, and it's called Yarny. And I got 100% merino base in this one because I thought I'd probably knit a shawl with it in some type. I might actually put a black with that to make it quite a striking contrast. But there is some sort of darker areas of the pink in there. I saw Emma from Elden Woodcraft, and she'd got some yarn that she'd just been recently dyeing, so I bought a skein from her in a sort of turquoisey bluey green. This one looked slightly more green compared to some of the blue skeins, but I think it just depends on what colour it's next to whether it looks more blue or green really. So that's beautiful. And that one's called Silent Pool, and that's on the 70% superwash merino, 20% yak and 10% nylon base. So I thought that was lovely, and she did have some really pretty stitch markers, so I bought a set of those. I did notice though, so Hayley from Ducky Darlings has given me a sock blank for you guys, and I did notice that these two pieces went together really well, so I think I'm going to do these as a prize to win. So I want you to comment down below, and I want you to tell me what the favourite thing that I'm showing you today out of my haul, what you would have purchased. So this is the prize number one, but I do have another prize to show you in a minute. I've got a few things to show you before then as well. So I had to buy a lovely bag from Stitch by Mrs. D. She makes some beautiful project bags, and this one has got a really cute little scene with some bunting on, so it's obviously a little bear and a wildlife picnic, but then on the other side we've got some Suffolk puffs. So I thought that looked really pretty, and inside it says Mrs. D. So I'm a proud owner of a Stitch by Mrs. D little bag, and I thought that was really cute. I was quite late to get to her stall, so I did have my eye on one of those little bear bags that she'd got, but I thought this one was even more gorgeous, so I had to have this one. I have a pattern that I purchased. So Iris is a pattern designer. She actually designed the vest that was one of the show sort of knit along patterns, which I did think, oh, I might knit that, but then I've never got around to it. But I liked this that she had on the racks as well. If you watch the other video that I put up about East Anglia Yarn Festival, you'll see that I videoed a little clip of her stall, and this cardigan was on one of the racks, so you should be able to see that. There was also a pale sort of purpley pink one which was plain on a dressmaker's mannequin as well, so you might have seen that. But I really liked the neckline on this. There's sort of facing on the inside, which I thought was a really interesting construction, so I'm really excited to have a go at that. Of course I had to get one of the gorgeous hand sewn little stitch markers from Hannah from Corner of Craft, and she makes these from tiny little beads. So they are absolutely gorgeous, and I thought this little mushroom was very cute, so I had to have that. I'm terrible, aren't I? I've bought an enormous amount. I've got a mini set from Giddy Yarns, and this is the Lord of the Rings mini set, and I just thought that was a lovely colour combination, and of course I love Lord of the Rings. Our wedding was actually slightly Lord of the Rings theme, in that we had our table names after the different places in the Lord of the Rings. I've got a mini set from Henny Penny Makes, and these are just a lovely bright pops of colour, so I got one of those. These are 20 gram minis, whereas I got 10 gram minis from Giddy Yarns, so those are them. Lots of minis. I thought these would be quite good because I'm doing a Battenberg blanket, and I've got little sort of pops of colour in there, so I thought that would fit nicely with that sort of colour scheme. And I was thinking about doing another blanket that was quite subdued colours, and I thought that these would go really nicely with that. So I do have plans. My only rule for buying stuff is that I sort of have a plan of what to do with it. The next thing I've got to show you is some self-striping yarn. Ooh. So this is the Yarn Badger, and I did actually film across the top of the display so you could see one of them knitted up, but I bought a sparkly version, which is absolutely gorgeous. You can see the colours are right up my street, sort of blues, and there's some pinks in there as well. Obviously you can't see exactly how they knit up. They do like a reasonable stripe for all the colours, so it'll be exciting to start knitting those up. And I love the sparkly ball band. How cool is that? So I bought a skein of the folk yarn that Laura's been sorting out. So she wanted to source some yarn that was sort of local and support local farms in actually getting a decent amount of money for their fleeces. So she's designed this combination of yarns, and it's actually pretty soft for a sort of more rustic yarn. It's pretty similar to a sort of non-superwash BFL, I think, but it is a mixture of 60% Romney, 20% BFL and 20% Suffolk. So if you if this is on the softer side of the sort of natural non-superwash yarns, and this is called Alton Broad, this particular colourway. So I bought a skein of that, but I thought, do I need to hat with it, or do I give it to you guys as a prize, because it's a gorgeous skein and it's nice to share the gorgeous yarny love with you. So this will be another prize as well. So again, if you'd like to let me know, out of all the things that I've picked out of my haul, which one you would have bought as well. I've still got more, don't worry. So, oh, actually, when I went to the Elden Woodcraft stall, she gave me a little present, and they are a gorgeous sort of blue. And do you know what? Look at that. How well that goes lovely with my skein of yarn I bought from Elden Woodcraft. So that was really kind. Thank you, Emma, if you're watching. So what else have I got to show you? I did have a mini that Jensen picked, but he also has this in his little haul section, which I will actually put at the end of this section of haul, because there is some sort of children's things that I bought. I'm going to show at the end, and they are all sort of hand sewn, but obviously if you're not interested in children's things, I'll put that at the end of the video. I saw this kit on the Saturday and I thought, oh, I need to have a go at that. I saw a sample that was hanging up and I thought, oh, that looks interesting, and it had a slightly different texture to what I've seen, so I wasn't sure whether it was crochet or knitting, and then I realised it was Tunisian crochet, which I've never had a go before. So I thought, do you know what, I'm just going to have a go at this. So I bought a kit for the joinery shawl, and it is from Dragon Hill Studio, and you get a gorgeous ball of self-striping yarn, which is absolutely stunning. Look at that. And I got a skein of grey to go with it, as in the picture, and I bought the needles as well. So it is a Chow Gu version, which is really cool. I've never seen this before. I've seen the Tunisian crochet needles, like a straight needle, but this is a Chow Gu sort of tip, like that you screw onto a cable. And then I've got the cable, and there's like a little end to stop the stitches coming off the end of the cable. Obviously you're putting the hook on the other one, so I thought that'd be really exciting to have a go at. There's a full set of instructions in the box, and I just thought that would be loads of fun to have a go at. If you saw the video where I went past the stall, you might have seen this sample as well, but absolutely gorgeous. I thought that would be something I could wear quite a lot, and because the yarn is self-striping along here, there's hardly any ends to sew in, which is always good. I have another kit. I think this is my last thing to show you. So this is from the Left Hookery, and I saw these baskets. Now I see if it's got a picture on the pattern. So I bought two huge great big balls of this, and I'm going to do a crocheted basket with leather handles. It is very, very cute. I did video a bit in the actual East Anglia Yarn Festival video, and it comes with a little progress keeper and the crochet hook. I bought the whole kit, and so there is a picture of the version with the crocheted handles, but I bought some leather handles, and it was a plain pink version. This is sort of a very dusky pink, which is a grey pink colour. And the leather handles are like a brown leather, and it just looks gorgeous on the side, so I had to have a kit. So I've got these two great big huge balls, and she just said I've basically got to follow the instructions and just keep crocheting until I get to the end. And I've got a little card, and it says the Left Hookery.co.uk, and a little message for happy hooking. I think that is all that I bought. It doesn't look so bad now that I've gone through it, although it probably does seem quite bad to everybody else. I do believe though that I didn't go through every stall as much as I could have done. I just ran out of time, and I was too busy chatting to the lovely people that I've met sort of on previous shows, and to the new people I've met this time. So thank you so much for coming to say hello. If you did pop and say hello to me, or let me film your stall if you're a stall holder. So I'm now going to put a little clip in of a bit I previously recorded with the things that we bought for Jensen at the show. They were handmade, but sort of children related. So if you aren't that keen on watching things that are to do with sort of children's handmade gifts, then that's why I thought I'd put it at the end of the video. So here we go, over to you, Jensen. So Jensen has been spoiled rotten this weekend, but mainly because he was there at the whole show and he's behaved really, really well. So I've got some things to show you, but he's got a little present for me to open, haven't you? Shall I open it? Are you going to open it for me? It's got a little mouse on it, look. What's going to be in it? It's from Picol. It's www.picolilly.co.uk. And what's in here? Oh, it's a little bag, look. And it's got a little progress keeper, a little kitten. How cute is that? And what's inside? Ooh. We've got a little lavender sachet. Oh, there's two. I'll put them on the floor so that you can see them a little bit better. Two little lavender sachets and a little yellow row counter. And it's your favourite colour, isn't it, Jensen? Yellow. Oh, look at that cute little bag. And a really cute little kitten, progress keeper. Aren't they lovely? Yeah. Thank you, Jensen. So we got a number of things from Picol store. So I'll show you her card. And she's got not only sort of knitting related things, but she'd got these things for children, which was brilliant because Jensen kept going over to the stall and we were able to get a couple of things to keep him occupied over the time we were there. What's that? He's loving this row counter. Do you want me to get it out? There we go. Look, you can turn it on each side, look, and it makes the number change in the middle. Yeah. So we got two sets. First of all, we got this car one, and you've got 3 places to park these 3 cars, and these cars actually were included. Well, there was a separate price for the ones with the cars, and you could also buy this on its own. So yeah, it's a road counter. So this is the there's like a little road that you could drive your little cars with. Yeah, and that one, we're going to show you that one in a minute. So that's ideal because we've been driving around and I was showing him how the traffic light, what the different coloured lights mean, which is really good. And you're enjoying playing with those, won't you, Jensen? And then we got this little animal one, which has got, where have your tractor gone? Oh, here it is, look. And he chose this mainly because it's got this really cute red tractor with it. But again, you could have bought the actual wrap without the toys in if you've already got some at home. But I thought that it was really nice that you know that they're going to fit in the little pockets. So there's little pockets at the side like there was with the one with the car. And he was sitting playing with the little tractor and the animals, which was really nice. And these can be sort of wrapped up and put in your handbag if you've got children and you want to take some toys for them to keep occupied. Yeah, look at that. What's it doing? So Adam went back with Jensen and he saw that they've got this really cute little castle. So this is made with felt as well, with Velcro on the back, so you can sort of flat pack it and fold it up and put it in your bag if you want to. But I thought that was a really cute little castle, and everything that she makes has got UKCA. It works within the guidelines of the UK sort of children's toys. Yeah, it's a castle. That's brilliant. I really like the little logo on the front, don't you, Jensen? With a little flag. Yeah, there's a flag. And we also got a little tunnel that goes nicely with the little road set. So really nice to have some handmade toys, and lovely to see that they've done stringent tests to make sure that they're within the guidelines for children's toys. So you've been having fun with those, haven't you? Yeah, and the needle counter. Oh, I forgot to say as well, my friend Jo bought us this for Christmas, didn't she? And it's a little bag by Picol that she's put all these little things inside, like a bee and a little frog, and you have to move the little beads to show what's in there, and we have fun finding all the different things, don't we, Jensen? What's that one?
Bubble.
Bubble?
Yeah.
It's a flower. Yeah. What's this?
Hedgehog.
Hedgehog. Yeah, well done. So you can, that's a great fun little toy to have. And I saw that she'd got some of these in stock, but we've already got one, so I didn't buy another one of those. And what else did you pick, Jensen, when we were there? We bought some really pretty yellow yarn, didn't we? You chose it. And this one's from Dina's Home of Crafts, and it isn't named actually, but it's a 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon fingering weight yarn. And you loved the colour, didn't you? So we had to buy that one. Right, I think we're going to get you to go to bed now. It's past your bedtime.
Bye.
So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to pop a comment down below on which of the things I've purchased is your favourite, to be in with a chance of winning one of those 2 prizes I showed you. And I will pick a winner before the podcast next week. And when I pick a winner, I will ask you to email me your personal details so that I can post those parcels out to you, but I'll only ask for your name and full postal address just so I can post those out. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you'd like to see more, and I shall see you in the next video. Bye.